Life is too short to spend it with people who suck the happiness out of you. I don't expect success. I prepare for it. I'm always ready to run the extra mile for everything I want in life. Laughter can serve you in dark moments and even help crawl your way back out. When you have expectations, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Sometimes you just need to let things come in their own way, not yours. Every relationship is going to go through a few rough patches. Those who make it through the storm learns how to dance in the rain. When you're growing up in a family without a lot of money and 4 boys, you don't hear very often the expression, "Let's go see a specialist to see if you're okay." So if you got hurt, you just walked it off. Sounds dramatic, but it builds a hell of a character. Any kind of crisis can be good. It wakes you up. Start looking for the opportunities in your darkest moments. The friend zone is like the penalty box of dating, and you can never get out. Once a girl decides you're her friend, it's game over. You've become a complete non-sexual entity in her eyes, like her brother or a lamp. Be a man and walk away. I never took acting classes, but I knew I could do it, based on the skill with which I lied to my parents on a regular basis. It's important to find positive outcomes in everything you experience along your life. I learned discipline from my father, not in terms of corporal punishment, but being determined in whatever I do and sticking with it. That helped me through all my life and was the first brick to my character as a man. I find it a little depressing if I don't move my body each day. Sometimes it's just as simple as walking, and other times it's training for a marathon or some kind of personal goal that I'm trying to meet. Finish all of your days proud of yourself. I think sometimes you have to let go of this ideal that you can be precious about everything. Stop lying to yourself and let it be the abstract mess that it actually is. Reality is the essential part of growing up. I don't personally believe that villains exist. Villains are made. No one is evil to the core. Some just have a very unlucky life. So, if you can stop the evident rise of a villain, just show him a little empathy. Ooh, you could change his whole life in that moment. I'm sure I have a lot to atone for if there is a judgment day. It's gonna be a long list for me. It goes right up until I was about 18. And then I sort of straightened it out. I played rugby for years, and I had a rugby jacket that I lost when I was 14. Somehow my brother found it in storage 15 years later, and he gave it back to me for my 30th birthday. That was amazing, and probably one of the best gifts I've ever received. And it wasn't for the jacket, but the feeling that brought me. I'm 6'2". If I need security around me, there's a problem. Every time I've gotten myself into trouble, it's because I'm choosing a project based on a long-term career goal, as opposed to something that speaks to me at the moment. I don't mind the slaps, because in the end, I'm always right with that I decide, and if not, at least we're mine to make. Acting has given me a way to channel my angst. I feel like an overweight, pimply-faced kid a lot of the time, and finding a way to access that insecurity and put it towards something creative is incredibly rewarding. I'm not one of those actors who romanticizes his trials working out and brags that he can bench press a panda now. I always felt that building in silence is more empowering than putting shining cream on every small accomplishment, just so it can be noticed. Don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and in what you believe in, and it will come naturally. The most difficult thing I've ever done is having kids. But I always loved a good provocation. So all of that turned wonderful in the end. To truly be happy, I think you have to be doing something you not only enjoy, but admire. Anyone who gets divorced goes through a lot of pain, so I decided I don't want to get married again. She is a lucky woman in that regard. If you're going to commit to anything, you're going to have to find some way to make it bearable and enjoyable. If not, you'll just burn out and fail. We might be too proud to admit it as guys, but we still need to learn how to manage responsibility and how to face our challenges. It's like a never-ending process of growing up. I fear disappointing my father more than anything in the world. Even if he wasn't speaking to me, he would never, ever miss a baseball game. That level of commitment towards me, and he as a figure in front of me, was the base stone in my character build. I think we can all use a little more patience. Everything around us is moving a lot faster than when I was a kid. We started to be on the run all the time. That level of fast forward rises our stress to the max. But building patience in all of this chaos will calm everything around you. Always remember, if you can be anything in life, be a Stoic. Support with a like and subscribe for more Stoic empowerment.